Alright, I'm going to mess around with a little Tecumseh generator here. And I want to thank everybody that left comments on trying to help me figure out what year this was. And there were a lot of good comments, very good comments. Because we figured out, let me get this out of the way, that, I don't know if that's going to help. No, I always say that, don't I? Alright, but anyway, we showed the numbers here, and we figured out almost what year it was. I'm trying to figure it out now. But anyway, there was a 9. Oh yeah, here's the numbers here. Where is it? No. 9304. Okay, I think that's what we figured out. The 9, and we didn't know if it was a 69. That's the year. We didn't know if it was a 69, 79, or an 89. And I was thinking it was an 89, but a lot of people left comments saying that they thought it was a 69. That was a majority, and a lot of them gave good reasoning for it too. You know, like some of them said the air filter they didn't start using, or the oval air filter, you know, was from 69, and after that they started using the round one. So that was a good comment. Then somebody said about the screw-on recoil here. They said after a certain year it was riveted on instead of bolted on, which was a good comment. Then what else did they say? Some guy said, you know, my dad bought one back in 1970, you know, and even stuff like that helped, you know. And then somebody mentioned, I've been calling it a Tecumseh because you could actually see Chief Tecumseh here. Here's his headdress and here's his face. And they mentioned it was a Lawson, you know. They said Tecumseh, back then they called them Tecumseh Power Products if it was a 2-stroke, and Lawson if it was a 4-stroke. And I always thought they stopped using the Lawson name back in 1958 when Tecumseh took over. So I was a little hesitant about that, but if you look at it, if you look at this right here, I'll let it focus in, but right here, where's my finger? It says, you actually make it out, it says Lawson Power Products. So I'm glad somebody mentioned that, because like I said, I thought they stopped using the Lawson name back in 58 when they took over, but they didn't. Then somebody also mentioned the balloon logo. You know, they said they stopped using the balloon logo a certain year. I don't remember, but all them little things helped to narrow it down. So we're going to call this 1969. Also, I think Zig said this looked like an afterthought. This handle, but that's original because I've seen 3 different pictures of these older ones, and they all have the same handle. And it's actually, yeah, it's not painted here. It's like rubber coated, so. That belongs there. It might have been an afterthought at the factory, but it came factory. So, first thing I'm going to do is get rid of some of the stuff just to get it out of the way, because I think the problem is actually down here in the generator. I don't know why, I just have a hunch. Because usually when a Tecumseh stops working, they don't seize, they usually throw rods. You know? And this one is seized for some reason, so. I'm going to take the shroud off, and maybe the carburetor and the air cleaner, just to get them out of the way, so, you know, if I have to roll this thing around and everything, I don't damage them. Anytime I've ever dealt with generators, it's always been difficult to separate the generator from the engine, because they're always, they usually have a tapered shaft. Now hopefully they didn't do that with this one, because it's, you know, like a cheap model. I think it only went for $150 brand new. Somebody sent me a picture in a catalog, and I've also seen it on the Smokestack website and everything. And in the catalog, they're like $150. It was a Briggs engine they used. So even back then, they must have stopped using Briggs for Tecumseh for cost. But anyway, I'm just going to play around with it a little bit. I'm not going to get serious with this. So this video isn't going to have much. Like I said, I'm just going to take the shroud off and maybe the carburetor and stuff and play with it a little bit. But I'll throw you up on a tripod and you guys can watch that. Alrighty. Alright. I took the two front bolts off the front. Different size. These are, well, actually I just hold the front of the shroud on, but these are actually head bolts here. So, yep. Not that tight. There we go. Alright. Usually when you take head bolts off, you always want to make sure they're all same size, and if they're different size, just make note of it. That's what's nice about videotaping this for you guys. If I ever have a question, I can always go back and check the video. So far we all got the same size bolt. I'm going to leave the handle on here just so I don't lose it. I'm going to take that off. I think it has a few cracks in it. I might have to weld that up. But okay, 3 head bolts are the same size. Get the spark plug wire out. There we go. That's in good shape. There we go. How about that? This might be the problem right here. It's like the line didn't go back correctly and it was binding on itself. See that? Look at that. I think it just sounds like it just may be a matter of lubrication, because you can hear how squeaky it is. Huh. How about that? So chances are there's probably nothing wrong with this at all. Look at that. I've never unstuck an engine so easy before in my life. So now I'm having different thoughts. It is tight, but it's you know, nothing serious. I might take this off just to clean the points. And maybe I'll just take the bowl off and clean the carburetor. So this is going to turn into a pretty boring series. Alright, let me turn you off and look things over a little bit. Alright, I tried to take this off with a wrench, but I can't hold the flywheel and take the wrench at the same time. I'm not a big fan of using air guns on these small engines, but I'm going to make an exception for this this video. Okay, there we go. Alright, now I'm going to put that back on and make it flush with the top there, and then hit it with a hammer. Even then, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm going to put a pry bar under here. I don't like doing that. I'd rather have somebody hold the engine up by the flywheel and then hit it and let the weight of the engine take it down. But when you're alone, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? All right. Actually, looks pretty clean right here. I don't know what you can see. There you go. A lot of reflection in here with these LED lights, but pretty clean here, and even under here. That's pretty clean. So, all right, I got the nut here flush. I'm gonna stick a pry bar under there and hit that with a hammer and see if I can pop that flywheel off. All right, like I said, I'm not a big fan of this method here, but I got this pry bar under the flywheel here, and it's up against the block and getting a little bit of leverage. You see, I'm not crazy about beating on it like that. There we go. Like I said, we did it. We got the job done, but I'm not crazy about that method. You know what? I'll leave you. You see, even there, you know, you might have done a little damage to the threads here. This should be okay. You know what I noticed on this? This is pretty cool. here's the washer. Here's a whole assembly that goes on top there. But look at this nut. I don't know if you can see that, but there's actually a lip on that nut there, and that sits right inside the washer. Who does that? Who does that anymore, you know? Somebody thought of that and came up with a special nut for that. Alright, let's, well, I got you here, so let's look under here. Alright. Wow. That looks pretty clean. Real clean. This is an aluminum flywheel, so I guess to keep it going and everything, they're using the weight of the generator to keep it going, keep it from backfiring. Alright, actually looks pretty clean in there. I probably don't even have to do anything there. But I'm going to take that off and look at it. See the condition of the points. Like I say, everything looks perfect in here. Don't look like this thing's been used much at all. Alright. Okay. I already took the top of these points off here. This is a reenactment. This actually is a clip here. Bends down under here and you just unclip it and turn it to the side. Then you take this little top off. Then you get this little piece of cardboard. And then it exposes the points. I don't know if you guys can. I'm going to put the light on. It don't help. It never does. But all the parts, and even here, say TECUMSEH on there. So, but anyway, now the light might help. Check out the points here. The points are so good. Sorry about that. I got to try and find this. I'm not even going to file them. I mean, there's no pitting at all. I don't know how well you can see that. Probably not very much. But anyway, there's absolutely no pitting. So all I'm going to do is just put a piece of cloth or paper down there and rub it and make sure there's no oil on there. And while I have the thing off, I might as well just check the gap on there. But like I say, this thing is pretty much immaculate. So, alright, I'm going to check them points and put everything back together. Alright, offhand, I don't know what the setting is, but most of these small engines are 0.20. So, is an 18, and where you at? There you go. That slips in there easy. And then this here is a 20. And that slips in. That slips in, and that's a tight. So I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to mess with it. But I am going to go check and see if I can find out what the gap is supposed to set at. But like I'm saying, most of them are 0.20, 20 thousandths. Alright, I'm going to put that back on there. That's how confident I am. I looked around in there. Sometimes it's written on the engines. I looked around there. I didn't see any writing. I looked on the flywheel, and then just as I was putting this on, I don't know if you can see that because it's so dirty, but I think right here, can you see that? It says set points 0.020. I said 0.20. That's not good. 0.020. And then it says something here too. Easy start TECUMSEH. Easy start TECUMSEH magneto. Even has a part number. I don't know about part number, but 30550. So there you go. Alright, I'm gonna put that back together. Alright, before I put the flywheel on, you always want to check your magnets. And this, well, my hand was in the way. And these magnets are in good shape. So, alright, I'm going to put that back on. Alright, I'll put the flywheel back on. And I think what we're going to do next is take the recoil off and see why that is so stiff. Actually, you can see it right here. See the way the dog is sticking out? I'm trying to hold this. Here we go. See, a big stomach comes in handy. I can hold my stomach now. Okay. You see when that comes out, that should spring right back. But you can hear something needs a little lubrication. Okay, so I think that's where our problem was. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we'll take that apart and clean it and lubricate it. And then I might take the carburetor, just take this part off and take the carb out and look at it and maybe clean that. And then maybe I'll wait for one of the guys to come here so they can start yanking on that string. And we'll see if we can start it. Alright, I think that'll be enough for this one, okay? Alrighty. Thanks for watching, and enough of this.